Is out of Pismo Beach today. Wow, looks fantastic, right? Except that we are locked into some very cold air, and tonight will be colder than the start that we saw this morning. KSBY.com features live webcams during the day. We've been noting slow southbound traffic at times up and down the Central Coast, so be aware out there. Here's what's going on. Paso Robles already in the 40s here at this hour, meaning that the overnight lows are going to be very cold and 50s elsewhere. Skies are mostly clear, and the winds have been this offshore position most of the day. The reason we don't often freeze at coastal locations, beaches and near coastal valleys, is because we usually see a little bit of onshore flow and that mitigating influence of the ocean water, which is obviously warmer than freezing. But when you get offshore winds, then you can really see the temperatures drop because the air dries out. Weather watchers say just 61 at Pismo Beach, Hearst Castle 55, 59 was the high in Cal Poly today, 56 at Paso Robles, 28 the morning low, 62 degrees at Morro Bay, Goleta 60, 59 at Port San Luis Obispo Airport 59, 63 in Santa Maria, and 60 in Lompoc. The overnight lows tonight are going to be very cold, which has me asking this question on my fan page, facebook.com/TVDaveHovde. Baby, it's cold outside, but is it cold enough for socks and Crocs? Right now, no. Don't let your friends wear socks and Crocs. But if you have an opinion, I want to hear it, get over to that webpage. Here's what's going on. Karina was showing you some of that amazing video from around the country. This system that produced all of that is starting to move off the eastern seaboard, at least the core of the low, but flooding rains still continue here through the southeast. Locally, we don't have much in the way of cloud cover, so we have these advisories for the cold weather tonight. Frost advisory for the south coast of Santa Barbara County, meaning temperatures can get near freezing for long enough to do damage, but it's a freeze warning for all of the west-facing Central Coast. So that's Slow, Santa Maria, Lompoc tonight. Temperature's going to get to freezing and probably dip under that for a little while. Could be long enough to damage sensitive plants, so be careful about that. A hard freeze warning for the Central Valley of California. We're talking about mid-20s there and mid-20s possible in our interior valleys here on the Central Coast. Because we have all of this high pressure, and a lot of this is Arctic high pressure, which sits over the landmass, meaning it's very, very dry. We do have a front on the way for the weekend. It gets here Sunday morning, but it's going to run into this really dry air, so it's not going to squeeze out anything in terms of rain. Okay, the hourly forecasts are really interesting, and I'd really advise you to, if you haven't already gotten the KSBY weather app, just take a peek at it tonight because temperature is going to dip into the mid-20s, and it's going to scratch its way back into the upper 50s in Paso Robles tomorrow. Santa Maria, again, temperatures right around freezing as we get going with daytime highs in the low 60s. It won't be as breezy tomorrow afternoon. We're looking at winds probably about 10, maybe 12 miles per hour in the afternoon. So again, really interesting forecast with advisories in place for the cold overnight. Look at some of the numbers. 31 the low in San Luis, 30 Santa Maria, 24 the projected low in Paso Robles. In San Luis Obispo, if we get to about 30 degrees, that's record-setting territory for lows. 62 Santa Ynez, 61 Los Alamos. In the 5 cities, 63 AG, 62 Nipomo for daytime highs, 24 in California Valley tomorrow morning, 22 in San Miguel. Wow, that is cold. The extended forecast here does moderate the overnight lows, but the daytime highs stay in the 60s. Much of the forecast fairly nice for the south coast. Paso Robles doesn't see 60 till Wednesday, and San Luis Obispo low to mid 60s over the weekend. Karina, back to you.